Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Windrose. We're in Plunder Bay today. I did some stuff while you were sleeping. We have a new house and the start of a new house, and today, if we look far in the distance, we're gonna work. Wow, that sun. Whew. Okay. Today, we're gonna work on a pirate shipping warehouse. I guess not a pirate, a shipping warehouse. And what I've done is kind of start the build, so it's got pieces and parts so you can see how we're gonna finish it out and what the vision is. But first, I want to give you a little tour. We built the house in front of me and the second one over there together on stream last time, and I have inserted another house in between them. And they all have stories. I've done a little bit of decorating in the meantime. This is our homey, well-crafted house, like personally crafted. They now have a little kitchen area. This is just flooring with pillars underneath. The same is true for the table. It's not actually a table. So I was just experimenting with what we can make from the parts and pieces that we have that are not furniture. Although I will say I have unlocked. I spent the money on the fancy furniture. So we have things like the elegant bench and backrest, the elegant armchair, and the luxurious bench with backrest. But they're very expensive. They're hardwood and feathers and things. We will be using them. I'll run back and grab, because I want to put a couple of them in the middle house. So we have, like, you know, the Granny and Grandpa house, like he built it by hand and whatnot. I changed the front roof to be straw because I thought it looked better, but left the little clay little pentiments over the windows. And then we have our little, like, fantastical house over here with a pointy, super pointy roof, right? It's a very kind of, it's a little bit Lord of the Rings, I guess, but rustic. I would call it rustic fisherman, right? And this is where our workbench lives. So this is like the workshop guy. This is gonna be a vendor. I think maybe, I don't know what he's gonna sell. We'll think about it. But this guy is our jack of all trades repairman. Like if your shoe's broken, your sword's, like, maybe not smithing, but you know, your handle fell off your bucket. This is the guy. Or gal. Yeah, for sure. And I haven't decorated as much in here. There is a bed up here because I was sleeping through the night when I was building stuff. And then there's this person who violated the building codes by making their porch bigger than the requirement. Like, they just stuck it out here on the dock. Looks like they even tore away part of the dock to get this. This is that, you know those people who move into a neighborhood and they build the obnoxiously more expensive house than anybody else in the neighborhood, but they're not really that much more well off? Let me explain. So they use the fancy plaster on the front of the house, but when we go inside, we can see that they just have, like, clay walls down the sides. So they made the front and the back super fancy, but because they spent all their money on, like, the random fancy stuff, they had to cut corners on the bulk of the house. So this is like the pretentious neighbor, probably because he's the jeweler, right? So we're gonna put the jewelry table here. Can we make that right now? Dun, dun, dun. Jewelry. I need silver ingots. Okay, we'll grab those. So this is the jeweler, right? It's a little bit fancier. We're gonna give him some nice furniture. I made a little fireplacey thing. Again, that's just floors and walls. And then if you turn off snapping on pillars, if you want to know how this happened, there's the wooden log pillar that's sideways. And if you press P, it turns off snapping, right? So you can, like, if you back up far enough, and I was standing way outside the door, and you can set them down, not on a snap point, and make a little fire pit, which it's hard to see because of the shadows in this room, but that's fine. See how he skimped on the, there's no fancy window there. But I made them a little kitchen count. Oh, what's this? What is this? Wood? Random wood. Everybody should have a bucket in their kitchen. I'm just saying. So we used the mahogany floor. No. The tile floor? Yes. Floor. Marble. Marble floor as a countertop. And then mahogany walls as the surround. I thought that came out pretty good. Nothing up here. But I did use the, these like giant pirate doors, like they salvaged them from another building to use here. And by gum, they were going to use them, even though it looks ridiculous on this house. But it doesn't. Like, it actually looks pretty good. And then out back here, he does love his partner because he put the flowers back here. And they had to skimp on these windows because they spent so much money on the upstairs windows. I like it, but there are plants out here. Oops, and I'm missing a staircase. Let's see. Sometimes that happens. Where are you? And you have to... Can you go to your home? Oh, snapping's turned off. There we go. And then we get our... We're using the log floors. So I have also, like this back door on our little shop's house, has a little lean-to over it. It's all about the details, right? And we can come back and put awnings and things. I just don't have enough coarse fabric right now. And then this masterpiece we made together on stream last time. So this is our little pointy house, right? And out the back door, we have the outhouse, complete with luxurious coarse fabric. And yeah, there's a bucket in there. All lit, safe from the weather and the rain. And then we put just a little storage surround out back to kind of fill the space, because this is a street, right? Like, this is what runs behind, so there'll be houses on the other side. And whoa, let me tell you, it's taking me forever to build stuff because I'm making it all fancy. But I think that's okay. So we'll probably, our episodes will probably be a combination of build together, and then Winnie will go off and build more things like that off camera. I can't get enough of the building in this game. Good morning, Gray. How are you? Sorry, it took me forever to open chat today. I got enthusiastic. Okay. I'm speaking of sleep. Let's sleep. And then this is another project for today. I haven't decided. Let's just sleep here. And I need to change out the torches for real housing lighting. I forgot I double windowed these. Those probably need to just be shelves. So we can save the wood. Although, I don't know, like, double paned windows, that would make sense. Sometimes the weather here would be intense, I'm sure. We'll close those. Okay, then there's this guy. So I've used these incredible, like, floofy reed pieces. I have to use them somewhere. So there's one of these guys in every village. He's like the Santa Claus type personality. Boisterous, friendly, has a story for everything. He's going to be the fishing monger. Like, sell fishing nets and hooks and rods and reels and all kinds of stuff like that. Just huge personality. Lives by himself. His wife, you know, God rest her soul, has been gone for many years. He's just been batching it for like a decade or two. And he'll just have kind of a, like, he's just gonna have like a bed and a fireplace in the back. I don't think any upper story. And we're gonna try to work out this roofing problem together because I don't really know what to do here. I want it to be like fishing warehousey, and I refuse to give up the two pointy things at the front because they're so cool. But getting them to work with the other stuff has been challenging. So, looks kind of like a beach hut, which I might be appropriate. You know, so we have all kinds. We have like the delicate, well-built, ancient, like the oldest house in the thing, the presumptuous new jeweler, the practical market salesman. He's going to be our animal supply guy. And then I've tried to add ramps and stuff and predict where we're going to do street things. Also, just so you know, I think I mentioned this last time, we have visitors into the bay. Apparently it's a big enough body of water that the NPC enemies are coming in here. And I had one get stuck in between these two piers. It's like the game can't register it. I think I need to turn in a bug report about not letting NPC boats in this island shape. Like they came right in here, which I guess is, it is marked like the red, right? It counts as waters. So I don't know. Interesting. That just keeps my playtime going longer. It's true. It's why you're liking Vintage Story. There's always more steps and more refinement to do. It's why I love Vintage Story. I'm so with you on that. This is what happens when you have no HOA enforced rules. You know, lawless pirates, of course. Yeah, there's no code. There's no zoning here at all. None. No separation. Yeah, so funny story. I actually served as the president of our HOA for 3 years. Through COVID, no less. Because I'm like that. And it was actually both very rewarding, and I'm very glad that I was serving at the time, because I think it helped. It helped us as a family keep informed about what was going on, and gave me the opportunity to interact with my neighborhood. But it was also simultaneously, I have never seen people act more like toddlers in my life. I did not fully comprehend how petty, immature, and unreasonable a human being can be until you serve on an HOA. So when I quit or finished serving my second term, I said, I'm not interested in serving again for at least a decade when all of you are dead or retired. So there was that. I was just so done. They were crazy people. So many crazy people. So many wonderful people, but so many crazy people. Okay, here's what we're doing. This is our shipping warehouse. And we have two goals here. One, there's going to be space on the outside to store stuff, because I think there would be a lot of fast shipping traffic. Like stuff that might come in and get shipped out so quickly, like in the morning and out in the afternoon, that you don't actually want to put it in a building, but you want to keep it covered. So we're going to have, and the scale of this is, we're just scaling this to our pirate village. I think if you were, you know, if I made it true to scale, it would be 40 blocks long. But I think this is a good compromise. So we get the essence of it. Kirk! Good morning! Oh, you cry laughing? Seriously. Never. I told him, I was like, put me on the list. You cannot call me and ask me to be on the HOA for a decade. Heads will roll. Okay, and then the other thing I want is this really dramatic sense of, you know, the support beams and stonework and kind of a hodgepodgey mix. And so these are the lights we're going to use, despite them being expensive. I love them. But I kind of tore it up. Well, I didn't finish over here so you could see how it was constructed, so we could finish the outside together. So the outer edges are, these are actually under the window category, these arches. They're the same arches that we used here on our, if I lean back a little you can see, that we used on our, you know, tidal control tunnels underneath our stone dock. Right, it's the same, so they're matchy-matchy, right, which makes sense for the area. And then under pillars and beams, these cross beams I have put both on the walls and across the top. Yes, yes. Partially so that we can have beams that stick out on this end from the other side. And then we're going to lift the ceiling of this up by another small wall block. And I'll show you, we'll go around and I'll show you why. But in the meantime, I'm going to add another set of these giant warehouse doors. I think right now I have the doors running through and through with a ramp, so you can use carts and wheelbarrows, and what the word I'm looking for is like the thing that you can put boxes on and tilt it back and, you know, and roll it along. Dolly, there it is. What? I need more tea. Hold, please. Gray says, sadly, in a decade, it'll be just a bunch of new ones doing the same thing. Amen. As much as we like to blame things on certain generations, we end up just repeating it. I agree. People just never... There's no other place where people get more petty than an HOA. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. Anyway, so we have this, like, dolly thing. But I also think there should be a door on this side just in case. So we're going to do the big old doors, because you never know where you need to load from. And then the other thing that I was contemplating, let's put the walls in. We're using the giant, these awesome things. These giant wall panels with the wood in them. And I'm putting the wood outside just because I want the texture out here. I think normally you might do that inside, but I like it outside. I want it to look like it was hand constructed. And then in thinking about kind of the realism of a warehouse and what you might store here, especially with a huge amount of pirate traffic, there might be... Oh, you can't turn and face the camera while you're holding something. Rude. There might be gunpowder in here, or explosive munitions. Things that require maybe some moderate temperature regulation or control. So I'm putting these fences up here for ventilation, because you wouldn't want, like, we're in the tropical sun, right? And you want some kind of temperature control, and the only way to control temperature in the tropics at this point in time in the history of the world, without central heating and air, is ventilation. So the warehouse has the wattle fencing across the top because we're trying to control ventilation. Thus, the beams, which carry the load of the roof down the support structure, so the walls don't have to, because the walls can't carry it because they're covered in wattle. Anyway, sometimes Winnie turns into an engineer, despite my degree being in English. Literature, technically. My undergraduate's in literature. Because I'm like that. I started out as political science, and then I was like, nope, nope, nope. What do I do? What do I have the most fun doing? Reading. Okay, how do I get a degree in reading? Oh, look. I don't think I'm going to have any kind of entrance on this side. Maybe a sneaky... Maybe we'll have a sneaky little door there in the corner. And because this is a storage warehouse... I was up thinking about this yesterday. I was standing here contemplating this. Because it's a storage warehouse and it is going to have a second story, stairs seem impractical because you would want the ability to drag heavy things or roll heavy things up ramps. And I realize this is a very steep ramp, but it's the only ramp we have available. So it's the ramp we're going to use. And maybe maybe there's stairs somewhere else. I don't know. Also, you wouldn't waste interior floor space on a stairway. You would absolutely put it external to the building. That's why a lot of buildings have external stairs at this time period. Okay, and then the other thing we're going to do is give ourselves a... vaulted is not the right word, a raised ceiling, right? Or probably a drop ceiling in this case. So we're just going to use limestone. And I'm going to run it along the front. And I'm doing this because I want a gap between the support beams, just like we have out here in the hallway. I want a gap between the support beams and the ceiling, so it looks like this, right? So we get some good lighting up in there. Block and tackle hoist to the second level. Exactly. That's what we're going to do for the heavy stuff. And I think we might do it back here since I built ramps around, so you can ramp all the way around to the backside. We might stick the big opening, but I am also going to put the big cranes that we got unlocked. If I can find them. They're in decorations, I think. Yeah, like the dock. I think I picked up rope finally. We'll put a bunch of these along here, but I'd like to build them up on something. So if we did pillars and beams, they're not that big. If I did something like that and then I put a floor on it, and then I could put, we might go up one more. I'll see how high they need to be. I feel like they would be high. Let's do one more up. And then floors and walls. And then we can cover... make it look a little more substantial, right? Can I click you in there if I stand back here? Yep. And then we have a decoration. Where'd you go? My fancy forklifty things. Oh, gotta face that way. Yeah, something like that, right? Because the boats, look at the boat decks. They're tall. And you want to be able to get stuff. I want things in scale a little bit. And then maybe we can build a freehand one. Okay, and of course it's raining despite me sleeping. That's okay. We're going to carry on. So I don't want to gap. Where's my limestone? I think the outer wall would be limestone. The inner wall is probably this combination of rock and wood. Go to your home. Sometimes it drags, sometimes it doesn't. I haven't figured out what the secret to that is. Like, hold my mouth right? Like, what's happening? Drag it. If I would finish the beam, I could walk along them too. I was just trying to keep it broken apart so you could see how it got constructed, right? And then we'll use the wattle fences up here. Ventilation. It's inspired by, if you've never been to the American South and visited a plantation, despite their tragic, horrible history, they are a fascinating study of technology. Okay, I'm gonna make this back one limestone. Nope, I'm gonna make it. Yep. Gonna make it rock. See, that slid just fine. Just fine. And then for some reason, I think I made these limestone because I was still planning. We're gonna make these also stone to match the walls that they are sitting above. There we go. And now we can use our floors and walls to put I think, what did I decide? We're going to use the plank because I think the floors up here would be janky and not as smooth. And we're going to take inspiration from one of my favorite manga of all time. 1000% appropriate in our pirate universe. And that is One Piece. And we're going to use the Galley La shipping yard as the inspiration for the top of this building. Maybe, hopefully. Okay, I was trying to avoid the whole... Part of the reason I built the second roof is so that the beams didn't stick up to the floor. But I guess we'll live. Because my brilliant... The little walls that we used have a beam across the top. That's fine. Okay, we definitely want the big double doors up here. But I want to find the center of the building. And we need pillars again. So how many? I made this one. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are we going to center it on the balcony or are we going to center it on the building? I think we need to center it on the building. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that it makes sense from far away. So the Galley La company, if you look at images from both the manga and the anime, has a weird, like, central tower in the front. And some depict it as one story with just a tower, some it's 2-story, but always with the tower in the middle. What are we playing today? Hello, Forever Fish. Welcome. We're playing some Windrose, and we're building. Build and chill, right? This is Plunder Bay, the beginnings of our pirate village. Pirate town? Pirate port city, yeah. And we're working on our warehouse. Storage warehouse. So I guess a good idea on a misty day is to go ahead and put our lighting in. We're gonna do the fancy lanterns today because I love them. And yes, I'm gonna hang them from the ceiling, not the beams, because I need them up higher off the ground. The ones on the beams are outside. These are a little pricey. 3 ingot, 5 fat. But hey, that's why we have an iron farm. That's pretty good. That's pretty good nighttime. And then I did promise we were going to sneak a little door out this side. So let's find one that works. Kind of in keeping with the gates and the building. Probably just a simple one is good. And we definitely would put the walls up here. Let's matchy-matchy. Now see, why did it not put the beam across there this time? I would like you to be out further, beam, but that one's way too big. That's okay. We'll live. Stairs. Stairs. Narrow. I like the stone ones, but they're way too... Like, their slope is too... So let's do those stone ones. Because I think that's what they would have done, right? Now, that begs the question, is this decking... Should I make this decking cover this whole corner? I think the answer is yes. And do we snap all the way, or you snap into the end of that? Oh dear. Okay. Sometimes I wonder about my building decisions. Can you... Come on, game. Oh, there it was. Nice. And then we can use the wee ones to fill in the gaps. I think that's good. That makes sense, right? Should I extend the ramp? I probably should move the ramp. Let's do that. I think our ramp would be more centered on this, which means the ramp is under the stairs and fences, and I believe it's part of the smuggler's set. Hey, don't quote me on that. There's a well, I call it a wonderful video. A lovely person put together a series of videos that tells you exactly what's in every set. And gentleman is a little bit long-winded, but it's great because he shows you exactly what's in each set piece. So if you just look for Windrose build sets, it's very good. I'm feeling like upstairs walls. Would we only have... I think we would have balcony around the porch, the portico area, and the only building walls would be on top of the regular building. This will make sense in a minute. I'll use my words like this. And I think you're not going to be as tall. Like, you'll just be warehouse height. But this is what I mean. The actual building is only this big. And this will help us with where the hell does the door go. Okay, that looks definitely misspaced. There we go. Even. Boring, but practical. And then, how are we going to do the railing? Do we hand make it? Do we use fences? Let's see what we have. I have these. I think that's a little too lightweight. I have this. I think this is too fancy. But maybe we can do... Maybe let's mimic the docks, where I have the stone... Let's carry the stone pillars, which I haven't quite finished, over here, because we're a work in progress. We're going to carry these up. I did it on the front side, but not this side. Yes. So we'll say these are the foundations of the railing up there. Just like our piers out here. Good. Good. And I don't think they would be... fancy. I think maybe we just do rope. Because pirates. And I'm out of rope. Let's see what that looks like. Yes, that makes perfect sense, right? They would absolutely do that. Even if they had to replace them. You never heard of it? Looks interesting. It's great. It's on Steam. It's early access. It's like if... It's very similar to Valheim and Enshrouded if it were pirates. So it's like 30% pirates, 70% survival game. Really and truly. And the building is A+. Fantastic. Perfection. just really, really well done. All the lessons learned. Okay, can we use... If I actually would put grass in my inventory... We could make some rope. Ta-da! Probably... Wow, I don't think I knew how much it took rope to make those. Rope and fabric, so we can make... Oh, it's looking pretty good from this side. Looking pretty good. It's hard to make ugly things in this game. I'm just saying, the build sets are so good. You'd be hard pressed to really screw up a build. It's very forgiving. It is resource intensive, but very forgiving. Oh, speaking of resources, hold on, let's do a thing. Because, my pockets are full. It just occurred to me I ordered more resources through our buyers. And did not pick them up and reorder. So let's go do that real quick. At the main base. I think this is gonna look cool, especially with the like fully decorated. Also has fantastic teleportation. Okay, we ordered.
My contacts can help.
Okay, I didn't get any hide, but I'm sure I ordered
Everything's
wood.
for sale somewhere.
I ordered bark because I was out. Wow, that's a lot. Do I have anywhere to put this? Not really. We can put it in here for now. Nice. Let me grab some money and order some more, because I think we're gonna run out of wood before I get to a point where I want to stop. So we'll just order 10 cases of regular wood. And that takes about, what is it? He says it's 70 or 90 minutes in game. It's either an hour, just over an hour. Yeah, 70 minutes. So an hour and 10 minutes, which I will still be streaming at that time. So we'll have, that's good. I meant to do that before we started. Da-da. Koala, my friend, how are you this morning? I'm building in Windrose. That's all I wanted to do today was build, build, build. We might go out and do some, like, let's go out and attack some ships. Koala, I tried to go do those level 12 pirate ships. Yeah, I got my butt handed to me. I think I need the next level. I think I need a frigate to go after them. I got wiped. Like in 5 minutes. It was not pretty. At all. I did put a bell down, though. You're just starting Windrose? Yeah. I put a bell down, so I got down to the swamp area. I've got a bell. But trying to go after these two, this Brethren of the Coast, destroy 2 pirate patrols. There were like 5 level 12 ships that got my butt handed to me. Even with a fully upgraded brig. Like 100% upgraded. Just 2 levels was enough to take me out of the water. So I decided I was going to build today instead of deal with that. Ha! I do need to go. Maybe we'll go down and do some preliminary resource collection because it's a scary place and it's fun. Okay, floors and walls. I haven't really thought about what we're doing up here. I think we're going to go with plank walls on the second story. Maybe something resembling windows. I don't know. Like it's a warehouse. I don't. Maybe there would be. It's not tall enough for. Would there be like some kind of windows? There wouldn't be actual windows, I don't think. Unless it was like that. Right? But there's something about, like, the reason warehouses are dark is because sunlight can do terrible things to the stuff you're trying to preserve. So maybe we'll just do a couple of minimal, very minimal windows like that. And the door would definitely be there. Oops. Yeah, only one way in and out of that. And then a warehouse door over here. I don't think it has to be as big as the other. I don't know. I like the big doors. Like, I think they would just be excessive. It would suck if you couldn't get something in here because the doors were too small. And then given the amount of enemy pirate ships that come into my frickin' bay all the time, I'm gonna put some defenses up top of the warehouse. Okay, we'll go with that, needing the windows, and then we'll do windows over here. Just a couple. Right, and only the little. I like the little simple ones. That's good. Oops, you should probably be this way. Yes. Also, do they open? No. That's okay. And like so. And then let's do fancy doors. But I can't not have the big doors. Oh, which means our walls need to be 1 block higher. Potentially. Because those doors are... they're big. They're very big. Very big doors. Now, the real question is, do I put the ventilation on this level too? I don't think so. I think the top... I think the top area would be closed in. Maybe. Do. I love the click and drag. Holy crap. Look at it. Like, just did walls like nothing. Like nothing. Okay, where... I fell. I knew I was going to do that. I guess I should extend that. Since I'm going to want to go around the whole thing. All the time. What are you? You need to be planks, I believe. Yes. And maybe they put up a moderate... like, not a safety rail, but... Like, I don't think you'd put railing by the door, but you would definitely have railing up into the door's point. Like, because you might have something big you need to swing around and get in there. Should the ramp be bigger? I debated. That's a big door, isn't it? Let's see. Maybe one wider. Just right here at the doorway. Sure. That's good. Because the more, like, janky lines help make things look real. Right? More than I think than symmetry does. Oops, what direction do we want? You should go that way. Yes, because you're going that way and you're going that way. It's like the sand washed over. I'm trying to use the natural snap points of what we're building rather than worrying about whether or not we've got all of our ground above ground. We can always change levels. Right? Like, this dock is going to keep going that direction. It's going to wrap around here and go around there, but I thought sometimes working on docks is boring. Let's put more lighting up here since it's dark and we can see where we need it. These I am putting on the pillar, on the beams. Because we can. I might have to go get more iron. Maybe. She says as she runs out of iron. Perfect. Look at that door. I'm so glad I made that door. That means I'm probably need to go back to base and get some. I've been contemplating lighting for the piers, too. I don't quite know what to do with that. I don't want to spam the cheap torches like I have here. Although they are effective. We have... Oh, yeah, we got plenty of iron. I'll take a little more copper, too. You know what? I'll take more iron. What else should I take? Rocks? Clay, maybe. Where are you? Nowhere. I have all my clay there. Oh, silver, because I needed to make something out of silver. And a couple of stacks of fertile soil so I can start making... Hello, sir. So I can start making gardens. Like if I want to put a little bitty flower bed somewhere, we can. But let's do some lighting real quick. Well, it's dark. And we can tell. I was just waiting for it to transfer me without clicking a button. Really? There we go. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I want to light up the docks. I'm thinking about the little clay... where are you? These little clay bowls. Oops. But they're kind of... like, they look kind of odd. Ideally, we would use pirate lanterns. Like, and I would make... But, oh boy, I mean, they cost an iron ingot, but maybe we should make... Oh, we should make, the words escape me. We should make... Where would an important one be? Probably here. Would we use reed deck? I don't think we would. I think we would use a fancier pillar. Maybe not that fancy. Whoop, definitely not that fancy. Nope. Nope. Would we have... no, y'all aren't really hangy things. practical pirate? I think we'd go practical pirate. So they would be these. And if we were cool... Is that tall enough? I think so. And then we have... That's way too big. Why are you so long? Well, that works. And then we can do the same thing. And have chains and lights. It probably needs to be a little bit taller. But something... Yeah. We can come up with a better design. I want the angled one to be short. Why are you so long? There we go. That looks more like a structurally sound pole. Yeah, we could do stuff like that. Why can't I pick this up? Because my inventory's full. Hold please. Da, da, da. Just gotta put some stuff away that we don't need to actually have in our pockets. Okay. I think. In bonfire range. Hold on. When I'm out of bonfire range, I need access to those. Okay, more lighting. Down here. Real quick. Okay, we got the chain up. I just need to throw the lantern in there. Much better. Much better. And I like this idea. Maybe let's put them on the ends. Pillar, now that we know what we're doing, kind of. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you came out 2 and 1. Like so. Chain and a lantern. It's like it was magic. And then maybe one right in the middle. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Ah, I love when my building comes out even. So happy. There's just happiness when they're perfectly centered. 3, 4, 5. Then the angle. And then our chain and our lamp. Yeah. Beautiful. The pier has lights. That looks so nice. Okay, we'll do that the entire length of the old stone pier, right? That is. And I think we would have. I definitely would have lanterns on both sides of these, right? I think we would. Yes, we would. We'll start just in the corners. I don't think I'm going to be able to set the... Well, we'll see if our campfires overlap enough. It's fast once you learn what you're going to do in the design. Nice. Does this one even... no. So we'll err on the side of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I think we'll lean more towards the dock on this one. Because the lower income area would get less of a priority, right? That's just the reality of it. That's good. That's very good. It's looking like we planned it. Okay, let's finish the upstairs here. Also, do we like the way this looks with the wood on top? I don't have a problem with wood on top. I think maybe the lower half of the wall would be stone. Let's try. Let's see what that looks like. And would it be... I think it'd be stone with timbers. Let me see what that looks like if we just change a couple pieces. If the half and half... I love that there's no fall damage in this. If the half and half looks better. That's kind of cool, actually. That is better. There's something about that that makes it... Especially, let's get far away. You know, I say that. I don't know. The upper story of the warehouse. Should we do plain stone and put... I want some of these cross beams on it, I think is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for it visually to mimic the downstairs. And because these are horizontal instead of diagonal... What did I just delete there? I don't know. A pole. Yes. Wait a second. Now you're all doubled up. Go to your home. I appreciate the ability to clip. Like that you can drag other pieces through other pieces. Like that's awesome. But also, maybe not the same piece 42 times in the same place. Okay, let's do this once more with feeling. If I do plain stone... Maybe I need these to go up higher. Maybe that's my problem. Which solves this issue. Let's just do this corner. With the wee stone down here. And then if I take our beams and we go to these. Do I get a better... Do I get it more matchy-matchy to the downstairs? I'm trying to make it look, you know, like it was built by the same architect. Or same group of pirates, I guess. Architects or not. Change my mind on this. I would like my little windows back. But higher up. Windows and doors. There we go. So we need plain stone and then the big beams. Okay, did I do both corners? Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Yes, I think it will help to be lit. and decide what roof needs to go on it. I think a straw roof. I need lighting up there, I think. What would we have up here? Would it be the same? Like, would I double the... I don't think this porch would be covered. It would just be random goods, long-term storage where it's okay for them to be out in the weather. Things like building materials or stone. Although I don't know, you put them on the second story. Dry goods inside. Okay, let's look at our lighting options. We can do clay torches. Oh, I have standing lamps. How big are you? You're kind of cool. Do you know what really needs to go up here? Because I mentioned it before and then I didn't do anything about it. What do I need? I need hardwood to put the cannons. I'm totally going to go get that from base. Do I have room in my inventory? Not really. Let me set these rocks down. Because we definitely need to be able to put... I just need to be able to put cannons down up here. Our defenses. It's the tallest building closest to the ocean, the bay entrance, right? It is, it is. Hardwood, and then we can... Let's see. I need this for the fancy furniture, too. I don't think we need wooden planks. I think it all takes hardwood and bark. And I would sleep through the night so we could see, but we're working on lighting. And that is... It requires darkness to be more effective. Let's figure out lighting here. I guess what I'm trying... you know what? I think we would have... I think we have beams up here. That'd be long, maybe. It's a big building. I really wish there were more hanging lamps. I love these. But they're kind of... I need these to be hanging. So maybe that's what we do. We don't do this. Maybe we put... Oh, that looks very nice. And now they look kind of cohesive. Maybe the beams are too big in those walls, because these are medium. Like, why would you have giant timbers up here? You wouldn't. You'd have them match. Pillars and beams. Let's see. Oh, but I can't see you. If I take off snapping, I can do it. I can start them. Probably start them there and then turn on snapping. And then turn it around. Like if I get one, the rest will snap. Yep. Okay. That's just what we'll do. Okay, where is that? I'll turn it off. And then put it here. And then kind of cover its own flaws. Sure. Oopsie daisy. Clicked wrong. Nope. You need to be this one. If that's your snap point. We turn off snapping and then we turn on snapping. We can fake it till you make it. Oop. And let's fix all these. And one here. And then the wee windows. And then the beams again. Why are you? Snap to the beam, please. It was like, no, I don't want to. As the thing, oh yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. That looks like a warehouse. Somebody put some time and energy into building. Okay. We also need lights out here. Would we have? I feel like we would have beams that came up across the top of the doors. Can you find me a snap point? Thanks. There we go. Door lights. I don't know why the chonky logs don't have a snap point on the end of them like the others do. Woo! Okay. That's some bright lights so you don't get your dolly stuck on the ramp. That's very good, very good. And then up here, the stone walls over there, but not here. They were just like, this side of the warehouse is just wood. Okay, let's fix that. Once we figure it out, it's fast. We're gonna have windows here, which means I really have windows. Those are already stone. You just can't tell because the backs of those are wood. And then the hardest part about this is going to be the beams. I'll have to make scaffolding for those. Window. Lovely. Just a few. And then we definitely want to just stick our wall up there. And then because it's a warehouse, well, and we don't want the roof caving in. For those expanses, we would have beams. Would we have cross beams? I don't think so. much of a good thing. And I think just ceilings right on top of that. However, I want to do some narrow wooden... Are you planks? Yes. I think you need to be... I think that's fine. I don't want to go overboard with this detail. I just want it to be like an homage to... No, it does need to be up one higher. Hold, please. Pillar. For scale. Because the rest of the building is quite large. Something. And then plank walls. But a window. Something like that. Okay, and then staircase. What is the steepest staircase I have? Logs. Flooring, again with the crappy plank floors, and we want them running the same direction. It's gonna make our beams not as cool inside, but I guess we'll live. Like, they're there, but they're not prominent. Oh my god, drag, please. Thank you. Can't even see my bloom. Foggy bloomness. I think up here we would have torches. And let's do probably something simple. Probably just candle torches. Only lit when you need to be up here working. Something like that. Okay, now I'm worried about the scale of this floor in comparison to the other one. Because the other one is very tall. Oh, I think we're going to be okay. The height, right? Is the upper floor tall enough to balance the lower? I think so. Do I want more pillars and things up here? Is it weird not to have beams on the corners? I don't know. Oops. Ah! Probably. And then flat roof it? Or weird barn roof it? I think I got a weird barn roof it. Also, I feel like we're kind of missing carrying the load up through the lower floor. Hold on. It's hidden over here, but on the back side, it is not, and it makes no sense. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice. And I want to make sure chat is in the right order. It is. That one comes up stone. These also need to be wood. So it's carrying the load all the way to the ground, right? Probably explains why I had low stability of some of the pieces upstairs, too. Okay, we don't need to get... I don't think we would get up here. Which way? We need ladders. We don't have ladders yet. But I do want sticky outy pillars everywhere. Hoping those are in the right places. Yes, yes, yes. Which means these would actually... just pretend. So it's matchy-matchy when you look up at it. Hide the ugly edges. There we go. Oops, this one's in a... not the right place. Let's try that again. Where are you? Down there. Good. Now, what to do with my weird little thing? Roofing. I like we have clay, but we don't have any clay at that angle. I've got reed at that angle, which is probably appropriate. Do I have any straw at that angle? I think these are the only 64-degree pieces we have. I think I want this on both sides. Let's go. Let's say floors and walls. Tall, narrow planks. And then, what are you? You're a little... like so, and like so. And then the triangle walls again. Like so, and like so. And let's not forget our support pillars. And window. And then the roof. That's all we have. And a flat roof here. Not that anybody's gonna see up here. We're gonna use wood because that's cheaper than grass right now, oddly enough. And if I would lower my viewpoint, there we go. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna look. May look silly, may look magnificent, may look like a pirate got a wild hair and made a thing that he wanted to make, and nobody can say no to it. Ah. I can't get up because of the... Ah! Hello. Let's go. Why? What am I going to hang up on? There we go. Should always have a little overhang. I need the planks, but I need to be able to see where the planks are. Oh, come this way. Like so? Yep. Oops. No, not that far down. Go up there. There it is. Okay. Alright, let's go look at this disaster. See how bad it is. Or if it's good. Nyeh. That's not bad at all, actually. Like, it's kooky. But it's very piratey. It's very warehousey. That's good. Very good. Like from over like the long yeah, and as soon as we have, I guess I'll put a, maybe this is the harbor master's house. Can I get up in there with a staircase? Let's see. Really need a ladder. I don't think you can stand up under those. You'd have to be very careful. So if we did stairs, the steepest stairs we have. Probably do them where they wouldn't interfere with a lot of the door. And if we put a my specialty is janky staircases. Oop. Oh, that is so close. I can get up there. Wow, it's dark up here. Hold, please. I think he would have clay torches. Right? Ah, it's pretty good. And that's not really in the way. And then we can... I think I can still... Yep. Nice. Ah, if we were cool... This is what I think I keep missing is... If I would put... Come on, snap to that. If I would put things like this, it would make it make more sense. Can I still get up there? Yes. Could I get up there with this beam in place? Yes, barely. Nope, I'm stuck. Okay. Could we carry that down? That would be weird. Because it's so big. I like the other two. It's a little jankier, but if we were really cool, we could put like little but I don't know if that's gonna keep us from being able to get up and down. Maybe. Not that we're living here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. It won't let me up. I'm too fat. Too fat. It's just a treadmill on a staircase now. Okay. So much for making things fancy. I don't know what piece is keeping me from getting up here. It's gotta be one of these. Just that fraction of an inch too much to get up the stairs. Okay, we'll just leave it a janky hole with a staircase. Someday I'll decorate that like I've done the other houses. Ta-da! One warehouse I've forgotten beams on. Hold please. There we go. I'm sure I've forgotten others, but we can come back and fix that. It's a harbory warehousey thing. And there'll be stuff behind it to kind of balance it. Okay, let's put another crane out here. Because that would be very important. And probably right here. I think we did this like so. What did I use? I did use logs. Okay. Maybe. Possibly. And then it's under decorations. Category pier decoration. And then we just kind of centered it. Nope. Well. No, it's going to make me crazy not to have them face the same direction. There we go. Das Boot. I kind of like the crooked, but I think we're going to fix that so it's matchy-matchy. Because they'd be permanent, like kind of semi-permanent installations. Okay, and then the real question is, if I fall off the pier here, how do I get up? I don't. Do I have stairs way over in that corner? I feel like stairs right here would be a really good idea. Just the janky stone, been there forever pier stairs. Right? Oop. Yeah. Just to get your butt out of the drink. Because the occasional pirate mishap may happen. Okay, one warehouse done. Let's see what kind of decoration we can put on here. We are in range of the bonfire, so I should be able to pull from the chests. I'm not gonna go crazy because I don't have... I did bring a bunch of copper. So we would have maybe... some barrels. Shipments would be grouped, right? Where's storage? Let's see, that's just gonna be crazy amounts of stuff I don't have right now. Did bring a bunch of nails. Oh. Them away from the walls. Why won't you be green there? There we go. It's too bad you can't... I can rotate stuff. Like I'm moving up and down, but I can't tilt it, right? Okay, barrels are a great one. Like, not crazy amounts, but it should look like a functioning warehouse. We'll do the inside later when we have more resources. Put this coil of rope up there. The winch for special stuff that I don't understand what we would do with it, but it's cool. And then fancy flagpole. Probably an indicator that this is the shipping. I don't really know. Does it have a flag on it? It does. But you can't pick what flag yet. Let's do these instead. Oh, I need linen. Which I have a ton of back at base, but... Okay, cannons. I went and got stuff for cannons. Let's put some cannons up there. I forgot. I forgot the cannons. Sacrilege. Here we go. They would be pointing out at the bay, right? Like... What is? Oh my god, the ammo is 5. Okay, we're just gonna put 1 ammo here. Because I need more iron for lamps than I do cannons and ammo, but the cannons are cool. Can you see them from that? You can. That's cool. What a great decoration to add, a cannon. I love it. I love it, I love it. Okay. Let's change tracks now that we have a functional shipping warehouse in our Plunder Bay. And let's build up this gentleman's house. in a detailed way that kind of is in keeping with the rest of these. Like, very... I mean, I'm kind of digging the flat roof vibe thing he's got going on. So let's do his house first, and then we will decorate his shopping area, his storefront. So I think he's got the whole very casual, but I think he would have like attempted to do... Oh, I need to be... I'm too far from the campfire. Hold on. Have to put more things in pockets. Oh wow, and I have a ton of fancy wood that I didn't put in here. I've just been carrying around like you do. And let's carry some iron and copper so we can make stuff. And maybe some more of that too. Okay. Dun dun dun. I think my outhouse is the best build ever. I have to thank Ken Barbie for the idea. He was like, build an outhouse. I was like, oh my god, you're a genius. Total genius. I just want to do like a minimal little stone foundation-y thing. He would also have a back door. I feel like he would have built it over here because he totally borrows the neighbor's outhouse. Maybe he asks, maybe he doesn't. I'm sure he has a deal with them. Mr. Sailing. He would definitely have a bamboo rattan kind of thing happening. And he was fancy and put windows in. Oops. Maybe the back's the better view? No, he made the back solid. And then walls. I'm gonna go with these little... What do I need? Oh, I need clay. They're clay inside, but they're kind of the... They're the daub and wattle, more like, than the clay. Yeah, he would have felt vulnerable having any openings in the back except for this door. So these are clay and log. How does that look? Yeah, that's perfect. Like, just completely... It's what he had, right? But it looks great outside. That's what I was kind of going for. Like, I need it to look really good from the outside. Or really crazy from the outside. Maybe we will put a window back here. I'm hoping... There better be a triangle of this. I didn't spend all that money on triangles not to have one. Really? I mean, I guess it can be log. How is there not a steep triangle of the... There's clay. Does it have the... I guess that would be a closer match. Inside, at the very least. Okay, yeah, he needs a window, but it needs to be, like, ridiculously tiny. Let's, Can I do, Okay, I'm gonna have to redo all this, because I want porthole windows. I mean, the little one and the little one. Yeah, nice. Walls. Because not every pirate is living in the lap of luxury, right? Like, Life is a struggle. I do want to kind of manufacture some kind of fireplacey thing for him. Don't we have a sloped stone wall? We do. Yeah. Nice. Okay, my windows don't make sense anymore, but that's too bad. So sad. Now I need stone triangles. Oh, that would be cool. No, it's not big enough. Okay, let's use the roofing pieces. If I did something like, you. Nope, you're upside down. You. And he would absolutely have, I think, the quintessential pirate candle on the wall. Let's grab some animal fat so we can put that up. Do, do, do. Oh, have I used it all? Booger. Oh no. Okay. Haha. This is like the shack. It's such a shack. It's a shack, sir. Maybe if it had open windows. Like, would he have... Do we have really crappy windows? Hold on. I like... They have these cool ones with the weird shapes. Yeah, that might be more his thing. They do open. Yeah, that's cool. ET's cool, in which case, maybe let's do this. If we put actual walls behind here... I gotta get outside. Let's see. There. And then these could be tiny... these. Again. Like, or maybe these. Yeah, maybe he found some windows. Nice. Okay, light so we can see in here. And see what we're doing. I don't... How are you not in bonfire range? Where's the bonfire? I thought I built a second one out here. Oh, we're like in the... We're in the space between back here. So you can see where... Like, his house is right where they don't meet. Okay, let's... God, because I can't overlap, I think I just have to move this one a little bit closer. How close can I get? That might get it. Ah! Oh my god, you totally spawned out of nowhere, Truffle. My god, I clicked you. I'm so sorry. Hi, you scared the bahootie out of me. Oh, my own boar. Wow. Maybe... Maybe I shouldn't put him in my hotbar when I'm not using him. Oh, mercy. Okay, that may be far enough to get that other candle in here. Yes, beautiful. That's all I wanted. Okay. And then I know now Truffle's helping. Perfect. We'll do the little... Buddy! Can I unsummon you? I need windows and doors. I like the woven door. But would he have the crappy log door? I like the woven door in the back. Ah, it just goes better. Let's do the woven door. It's so cool. Maybe he had the fancy one with the little... What side is that on? There we go. Yeah, nice. So good. Okay, and then definitely the clay walls here. I think he would have been proud to have a window here. What kind of window? Oh my god, does that open? Tell me that opens. It does! Oh, Jesus, that's we're doing it. Yeah, that has to be it. So good. How did I not know that was a thing? Okay, and then I need the narrow clay. Since you don't actually have matching... Oh, I guess I just shoved that in there. I didn't realize truffle just decomposed after a while. It's kind of scary. Okay. This guy is the king of homemade everything. So and he's a fishmonger. So his little porch. He's probably the one that made the fences for the neighbors, I'm guessing. And he's gonna treat this like a shop. Like the whole front porch is a shop. So we're gonna put counters. And he kind of goes outside his own permitted area as well. And we're going to use the log pillars as feet. If we turn off snapping, we can stick them under here. Although, are they too... I think for that table it's good. Maybe for this, the middle part, he has smaller. Like he did this and this and this and this and this. Maybe these little front ones fold down when he's not using them. Would be the best ever. Okay, and then there would be just a bizarre collection of stuff. Grab a bunch of the fishing barrels. Wood and rope. We should have a ton of these, so... Oh, come on. Oh, only useful with a bonfire range. What? Why? It's decor. Okay, I have to reverse these. I think I will respectfully request that anything in a decoration category does not need a bonfire. Maybe with the exception of... Why you no go? Maybe the exception of lights. Like, I don't mind that lights have to be within range, but I'd be able to set down a barrel anywhere. Like, give me a break. Oh, it adds comfort? Yeah, I don't care. Make it not add comfort and let me put it outside bonfire range. Because this is like a fishing obsessed weirdo. Okay, not weirdo, but Santa bro. You can buy your rope here, get your rope. Freshly coiled every day. Something. What else? Oh, we need to hang a bunch of this, but I need to go fetch more Triton horns. It's a bizarre collection of baskets and bowls. Like, he just, everything that sells, like, he started selling. Okay, I need things I can set down. Maybe I can fake a crate. Let's, If I turn off snapping, I can make crates. Oh, I wonder if, did these look like firewood? And then if I grabbed beams that were the big logs and put them on top. Totally looks like a stack of firewood, so he sells firewood too. Very uniformly cut, apparently. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm gonna make his fireplace. Like, we won't... I can't get back far enough to lift it. What is it? Z? Yeah, for some reason... You can lower stuff. Oops. You can lower it, but I would like a way to raise it that's not me having to stand back so far. It's okay. And then if I were really clever, let's see if we can stick... Can I stick a torch up in there? Or light? Yes. Nice. Don't ask where the light is coming from. It's magical. And then he would have... little... kind of... Well, maybe... Where's that... yeah, this thing. Ooh, those are too high. Well, that's okay. Man, I just want to be able to set this down, not in a freaking bonfire. I guess I have to move the other bonfire away. So I don't have two of them. And then I can make this one closer. So it covers the house, so I can build in it. Oops, wrong button. Crafting. Okay. Now we're cooking. I need light. Hold on. I was going to do lights on his little surfaces, but until I get that, I can't see. There we go. Okay, living room. Like, I'm going to do the little kitchen cabinet-y thing. What's a better... Or there's a clay wall. You clay, your clay. That's good. What makes kitchen like a kitchen? You just need a bucket and a cup. Like that. That makes it totally look like a kitchen. I would love to use the metal bowls, but that's iron. What else can go in here? A basket. Food. I don't have any of the food stuff on me to make these. That's interesting. Okay, maybe he does a little... He made himself a little desk. I think beams are better here. With a stool. Made himself a fancy chair. What's a fancy chair? There we go. And then what was that book that cost a piece of wood? Open book. I love it. He does his accounts here. Keeps track meticulously. Yeah, see, that's what I'm going for. This kind of dark ambiance. And then he does have... Occasionally has the neighbor over for a drink by the fire. Where's the rum gone? Just make do with what you have. Okay, the porch should be lit up. So let's do... Definitely just a regular old torch. Or two. Because this is where the customers are. I put that right on that shelf, didn't I? What else would be on the shelf? This is... cups. He's like a Florida souvenir shop, right? Like, matching mugs. Get your pirate mugs. And bowls. And how did you crash your game, Winnie? Well, it's like this. I put 4,200 mugs on the tables. Oh, maybe he does. What do I need for this? Wood. That's great. Maybe he's got, you know, he's got that scroll you're looking for. The occasional engineering schematic. I'm not sure he would have books outside, but I've seen worse. I've seen terrifying piles of books out in the rain for sale. Yeah, it's like it's not a junk shop, it's just a many things shop. And maybe there's a lot of, oh, I got this, maybe he manufactures treasure maps. That would be the best ever. Get some old sailcloth. Spend some time. Oh, there's more rope over here if you need more. This is great. I'd use the rum, but that costs 4 rum bottles. No thanks. Metal cage. I think there'd just be a random metal cage. I think that's appropriate. And the spyglass. Your choice. Yeah, he's like the curios place. Firewood, practical dishes. You know, he's an emporium. That's it. I need signs that I can write on. Listen, Windrose developers. Face the light. I love your game so much. I'm obsessed. I really am. But would you please give me a sign I can write on? That would be excellent. In the meantime, I'm gonna put signs here. Let's see. Like, I don't know that these make sense here, but I think they'll add to it. Like, ship. This is clearly wood. This is clearly supplies. And maybe he advertises that on the other side too. Supplies, shipping things, and wood. Yeah. Yeah, that's our emporium, bro. I love his house came out so good. It's so hodgepodgey. Well loved. Well lived in. You need more light here, dude. Let's do one more. I can't see. We'll do the fancy clay torch. See, but then it's kind of too bright in here. I mean, that's fine. Be bright. Like you would have more shelves with things. Oh, maybe in the kitchen, maybe not by the door. Maybe by the door would be one more, you know where I'm going with this, barrel. I'm out of rope. Rude. Gonna make some? Oop, that's not rope. Okay. I gotta put a barrel in this corner. And stairs. Let's put a little, probably stone. We have to get rid of the flooring so that the stairs snap. In case that was unclear. That is... I kind of want it to look better than that. Hold on. Maybe let's do the wooden stairs. Because we can. There they go. Yeah, they would match. They would be the same material as the pathways. Oh no. Oh. Gonna drag back over there. Okay. And I don't really want that. I want another lighting option outside the... I think they would have a lantern next to the supplies, right? Oh, bugger. That's not what I wanted either. God. Walls. Too fast with the clicking. There we go. What did I use for the... Probably just the cheap planks. Hold on. Okay, once more with feeling. Oh, maybe we have a... different? That would be inside. I think this one would be an outdoor. Looks a little too much like a Coleman lantern. Let's do the piratey looking one. Maybe this one? That's nice. A little beat up lantern on the back of the porch. Sure. I'm so glad I put the spaces between in these little alleys. I just wanted there to be kind of a lived-in thing. This also makes sense from a flooding perspective, where there's a way for the water to wash by, like down and behind, if the tide gets too high. Like, I'm sure they have high tides, despite being in a bay. You know, a couple of times a year, the water comes up over the pier. That's why all the houses are up. We'll imagine that that's like a 18 inches. Like, looking at my character versus that wall. That's probably a 12 inch. It's like a foot off the ground. Don't put anything valuable on the ground floor. Okay. Fantastic. The Emporium. I mean, I guess we could do some kind of crazy roof, but I think the two front peaked roofs are sufficiently entertaining. I might take a quick peek up on them. Hold on to make sure we covered all the gaps. Make myself a little roof ramp. Oh, I don't know if I can get up there. I think I have to do it from here. You cannot walk up a 65-degree roof, in case that was unclear. But like here, so there's a tiny gap here. I don't want to be crazy, but maybe just stick... Oh, that's too slopey. I want it to be... Do we have something smaller? Those are enormous. Ah! Way too big. Too big. You know what I could do is sleep so we could see. Let's do that. I feel like the entire episode has been dark. Dark, stream, episode, whatever it takes. Oh, I'm rocking the Earl Grey decaf. Back to our usual fare this morning. I mean, do I need to cover these? Probably not. Is it gonna ruin our aesthetic? No, because I think they're hidden. I think they're hidden. Like, I'd like to do that, but let's check underneath. Are they hidden? I mean, not really. But does it bother me? No, because you don't notice it at all. And it cleans up that corner. Look less janky. Yeah. I like it. I wish I tried to find a way to, you know, come off of these edges, and we have the pieces for it. Like, these line up perfectly, but then they just get out of hand. Like, there's just no way to... Oh, I might leave that. They're cool, but then they don't fit over here either. Like, it's yeah. So I left them cut off, and we'll live with it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I like that his is the one of the... His is the only single story. Like, it's just the one room. Oh, I guess he needs a bed, huh? Possibly? Does he just roll out a mat on the floor? No, I think he just... Like, it's unobtrusive, right? Yeah. He's got a bed. He's got a nice fireplace. Kitchen. Sitting area. He's good friends with the neighbors. Maybe they went in together on the outhouse. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Tired of going off into the woods. That's good. It's very good. With his little porthole door. It's got character. All kinds of character. I wonder if there should be a little beam. We wouldn't even see you. What about a big beam? Just a divide between the stone and the clay. And yeah, I'm gonna do it for the windows too. And then does that make it look too strange inside? Hello? You wanna open the door? Hello? Door? Door. No, that looks nice. It makes it more like a chair rail. Inside. Like a deliberate... I didn't realize you could sit in the chairs. What? I can sit in the chairs? How did I not know that? I think I tried to sit on a stool and I couldn't. Maybe it was because other things were interfering. I feel like you would also have a little... Like, pretend that's not a stool. Like, gonna sit out here and watch the world go by. There we go. I love it. And I finally got to use these crazy cool pieces of reed. I was very excited about it. I couldn't see building a house out of them, but the shopping area, definitely. Oh, I got the silver so we could make the jewelry bench, right? I need to just go get it out of the bin. 3 of them. Let's set up our frou-frou householder next door. The contrast of the janky used goods guy. And our she neighbor. Get the nice wood. Wow, I went through 2 boxes of wood. That's crazy talk. For one little... Well, we finished the warehouse. That's important. Okay, jewelry man. How is it dark again? Like, did I just dither around that much? What the heck? I did. Sleeping. Gonna spend some time in the daylight. Jeez. Or was that just a storm? Maybe that was a storm. Because now it's definitely night. Okay, once more with feeling. I can't tell. I can't see the daylight. Hello? There it is. Oh, it's just foggy and rainy. Okay. That's fair. I like it. The atmosphere is great. Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants. What are we going to do here? I think he would have... How big is our jewelry cabinet? Very small. So he would be... He would definitely have walls. Blocking his precious work area. And maybe he's just super annoying, encroaching. Oh, here we go. He would have a little display area. Can we still get in and out of your door? Yeah, no problem. Okay, little display area there, and then I have... Oh, I need tanned leather for this furniture. Hold on, let's go grab some from base. Because I really would like to do the interior of that as well. We can admire our warehouse and our new lighting scheme as we go. Probably need to put the bell in a more central location. Potentially. There we go. This is home. What am I looking for? Leather. Let's take a stack. Yes. Is our wood here?
I tried to mix medicinal herbs.
Because I need to order more too.
I'll arrange a
Yes,
shipment.
it's here. My pockets are full. Easy solution. Throw a box down. Empty pockets. Because all that needs to go back with me.
Everything's
Pick
for
up
sale
wood.
somewhere.
Open. Don't drink your potion, lady. Put wood in storage. Grab money. I sound like an AI overvoicing. Put wood in storage. Grab money. Only I would sound like this.
I'll arrange a shipment.
Okay, wood. 10, please. Thank you. And then we will go out, as soon as we finish decorating, we'll go out and hunt down some pirate ships and get more money. Because that's what I do. I go play pirates to get money, to order things to build with, and it's a beautiful cycle of fun. Complete with rainy weather. We like building. I'm very happy with our warehouse. Like, it probably only looks good from this angle. Can we... magical warehouse of awesome. Do we have screenshots in this? I think I've just been doing alt print screen. Which means I gotta open up Photoshop and paste it in there really quick. Because I can. File, new. From clipboard. Thank you. Save as. Windrose warehouse. Thank you for your patience while I do manual screenshots. Somebody, if you know in the comments, tell me how to take a screenshot. I'm sure there's a screenshot function. There has to be. Warehouse. There we go. Yes, yes, close. Back we go. Okay. Decorating. Look at how obnoxious that house is. I love it. I love it so much. It's so much bigger than the others. No zoning. Just pirates. And this is it. This is the vision, right? This entire dock area is gonna look just like this. Like, it should be alive and crowded and all the things. Okay, we have the stuff we need to make the fancy stuff. Alrighty. Elegant bench for, or would he just put a chair out here? Well, he would have a little fancy stool, right, to work from. I have cabinets too. Elegant end table? Would he be that obnoxious? Like, maybe. Maybe not outside. What would he have out here? Storage? Not a crate. Maybe a nice chest. Right. A locked chest with all of the goods. And then I wish there was something that looked like jewelry here, but I think we're gonna have to go with maybe a spyglass and some candles. Oh, it'd be fun if he made candles. Like candelabras? That's more of a smithing thing, though. Mug of grog. Yeah, I think, the thing he has on it, because it makes sense, like, he'd do lenses. The jeweler would do all kinds of stuff. Lenses, glasses, jewelry, watches, any kind of fine detail. And would he have stuff on the outside? I don't know. I don't think it'd be crass enough to have... Do we have little storage at all? Like maybe a barrel. Crates. This guy would have crates. And I just need another contract. Or I was trying to do all of these without having to go buy contracts. But we will have... That'll be where the posh vendors are. They'll be more posh and we'll have the contract. These are like our little local... Except for this guy. Yeah, if I could think of something else to put out here... What do we have? Nothing really. And I can't make something up. Firewood because he's petty. I don't know. I do have nice mahogany. Would he have like a mahogany floory thing? Oh, that's gonna want, it wants the corners. That's rude. The snap points for the beams kind of make me crazy, but I get it. You can always turn off snap points. It's way too big. Have another display table? I think you would. Maybe not these. Ah, aw. Okay, hold on. There. I was kind of thinking he would have a counter. If I turn off snapping, to set one down and then use snap to line the other ones up. Yeah. Yeah. Would he be obnoxious enough to have side pieces? No, I kind of like the floatingness of it. And that gives me an excuse to put... Maybe he's the taxidermy guy too. That'd be hilarious. Candles? I don't know. It's got so much light out here. I find it funny that he's using the... Let's see if we can give him better torches here. Just one... Well, yeah, you frame the door. There we go. Gray says you're chiseling a chicken coop to separate generations. It's your first real chiseling project outside of just creating stairs. That's a great idea to do the same thing we do with the pigs, but with the chickens. Have you figured out how little they have to be for an adult chicken not to fall through, but a baby chicken can? I'm curious. Maybe his shop is empty until I figure out... I need the equivalent of an item frame is what I need. What else counts as jewelry? Probably lanterns. Maybe he does lanterns too. This will be expensive. But you can see all the selection of the various... lighting sources. That's a great idea, actually. The jeweler, because he would work with glass. And maybe different candlesticks. There we go. Obnoxiously bright, which makes sense because he's got to work with jewelry. I like it. It almost makes you regret putting your village up on the mountaintop instead of down by the bay. I mean, I hear you. You watched a video and you're going with their measurements for the flooring. Oh, good. Okay. But you're doing your own design otherwise. Cool. Yeah, I watched the pig sorter. I can't remember what his measurements were. I've just finally done it enough times with enough trial and error. I know how big it has to be. Like, you could... My pig sorter, you could make it the 2 pixels smaller on all sides. But then the piggies have a hard time dropping down in the holes. And I found doing the corners made it easy. Okay, what is the story with this guy? What is he selling? This is the jewelry man. This is like repair shop. Like he specifically does repairs. This is the equivalent of the thrift store, the junk man. Junk, jewelry, repair. I would say food. for this one. But I don't have, like, produce. Okay, what would we need? I don't have a lot of... Okay, meat, tomatoes, and peppers we can do. Cornmeal, cane sugar. Is this like a little... Is this like a little restaurant shacky place, right? Like, walk up and get food, not sit here and eat. Although, I think it would be a genius idea to make a little covered tent thing here on the deck. This is, y'all are stuck with me in this stream, just building crazy stuff. Like, what if I made a ramshackle tent? Ramshackle tent, that's a thing. Like, on this corner. Not enough to stop people from getting around it. But the city's been like the magistrate, I guess. We don't have a city, dude. Like, it's basically a permanent structure. I'm really hoping I can get some of these awnings to function as the roof. Or we could make it a portico, like a trellis. And then there would be things to snap. Let's do it. Who doesn't love a good portico? Yeah. What do you need to have? Aha! You need that to have something to snap to. So... Can I... Because I think I can build those after the fact if I could get it to hang here. Can we make it a 3x? Get out of my way. I'm gonna overlap it with the next one. If I can. Please overlap. Ah, booger. No! I want the pole, not the floor. Jeez. Yeah. There's scary water under there. Let's see. Would we make it both colors? Okay, you kind of fit there. If I did 2 red ones, yep. Now we can't remove... These do have stability. So until I get the rest of it built, I can't remove that pole. But I need to be able to reach... It's precarious. Precarious building is precarious. Okay, now let's do some more. Oh, you're a whole thing. I should just use you. What the heck? Right? Because you're too wide. Sure. Well, then you would have had... I don't think I've ever actually selected that or didn't know it was available. I can't hang stuff off you because you're not real. Well, that's super annoying. But my thing is still here. Okay. We're home. It's kind of enjoying my janky version here. Can I? Oh, it's too bad I can't do that one. Yeah, that's exactly what you would see. Like the pop-up portico for the restaurant. Oh, and maybe he'd be smart and say, because this is going to be a thing. I just didn't want to waste all my rope on the entire city yet. If you would just stick a little, like, you know, you could still get around it. Okay, maybe not that close. Oh, or maybe it would extend? Mm-hmm. That's too small. I don't know if I can get another big one up here. Oh. Oh, it's gonna go. Guarantee I'm gonna fall in this water. There it is. Okay, will the whole thing stay if I get rid of these? Yes. It's totally the most unstable. Yes, I love it. I love it. And there would just be benches and tables. So... because it's pirates. Right? Be like, get close to your neighbors, friends. It's all depending on this one. Can you go down? Please? See, scroll. There we go. Fences. Totally. Yes, totally the seating area for the restaurant. Costs an extra farthing to sit down. No. Sometimes there's like whole gangs of them. There's extra stools out there. And maybe, I guess, there'd be the... counter seating. That's it. Make it look alive. Okay, now I need to go get food to make that look like a food shack. This is great. This will give me something to do with all the extra food that I have. Oh, I've been doing that without my HUD up. No wonder it's been difficult. Awesome. You're not supposed to be wood. You are supposed to be wood. And you are supposed to be all this other crap. Okay. And what were some of the recipes? Oh, this clay did come back. Oh, that's good. I was worried that because I had built so close to it, it wouldn't respawn. This took like 3 or 4 real-world days to come back. Interesting. Okay, I'm grateful it came back at all. Because we're going through clay like it's going out of style. Okay, baskets of peppers. Clay and plant fiber, we have that. Meat, tomato, pepper, corn. Cornmeal, cane sugar. Meat. Fish meat. Meat. Okay, we can make everything on the top row with what we have. Lovely. I love our warehouse. Makes me so happy. Okay. Home James. I don't know that we're going to get to any pirating today. I think it'll be all building. This. Like, I have so much food that I do not use. I do use the crab, but we'll take like fish is easy. Okay, so now how much of this can I make? I can make that with clay there. Yes, yes, yes. Clay, yes, yes. All of those. How big is that? So little. No thanks. Should I take more? I feel like we should have metal pots, so I'm going to take more iron. Ooh, makes the baby Jesus cry. Okay. Let's go. Need to do an iron run today. All of this for the restaurant bro at the end of the less posh neighborhood. And the sun's going down again, of course it is. This is very immersive. I like it a lot. Okay. All the fancy foods. Oh, I don't have wood in my pocket. Hold on. Wood and clay. And probably grass, I think. I think I'm just outside the range of that. Basket of peppers. Because, you know, pirates like it spicy. They gotta put peppers on everything. So it'd be at the end of the table so they can add peppers to their stuff. Oh, that's not very big. Okay. I thought they were like great, enormous tracts of land. Oh, I forgot the cornmeal and cane sugar. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Here's some platters. I need some platters of things. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Because you're buying a serving of whatever the daily thing is, right? We'll make another. That's perfect. Basket of peppers. All the things. And then there would also be 1000% ale, which I'm going to say goes in a barrel, but I'm going to have to make more nails for. Out of iron, sacrilege. Wait a second. It would help if I got them out of the table. Yes. Yes. Okay, and that means there would be mugs. All the mugs. Which is probably what's on this shelf. And then what else did I say? There would be pots. Maybe a kettle. Nice. Just pretend there's a kitchen. There is a kitchen in there. Sure. And a fire pit out back or something. Maybe she cooks everything in the neighbor's kitchen and they split the profits. Okay, the thing we're missing is a staircase here as well. And I think it would be dock stairs, and I don't have enough stone. Let's fix that. Picking up stone off the beach. There we go. It's a little chilly today. I have the window open again. And I'm thankful I put on a sweatshirt. Okay. Let's do... probably in line with the main... pier. Is that... there we go. Something like that. And then I'll find a snap point for... we'll do this thing. What we're trying to do is kind of camouflage the fact that the water is back here. Like, we're gonna hear it, but I don't want to see it. Because we're gonna build stuff here. Right? I don't think I want to go that far. I think we want to do... this will be something else here. And this will be a slightly larger alleyway. And I don't know what. I think fishing warehouse. So a much smaller, crappier version of that warehouse over here. Can we just appreciate how cute our little pier is so far? I need to... well, it's first and third person in this game. Can I do that? Is that a thing? I don't think it is. Windrose, first person. I just want... I just want for screenshots. Let's see. Windrose screenshot. how to take screenshot. F12. Okay. But does it work that way? I'm not sure. And do I have to be in it? Oops, put that away, lady. Like if I did this, F12 doesn't work. Unless the screenshot's going into Steam and I don't know it. Let's see. Mouse and keyboard. Block, aim. Shovel. There's all kinds of stuff. Value, inventory, map, discovery, adventure. Toggle in-game HUD, I figured that out. It's the slash key. No. I don't think there's a... Okay, that would be a request. Please implement the Steam default screenshot key. I guess you could change your beat building and change your view. But then I'm stuck with the thing I'm holding in my hand. Would there be lights out here? Let's see if we can hang a lantern from inside. Dum dum dum. Oh, there's like giant. What are you? You're cool. I think this would be a clay. Oh, I need animal fat. Which we have some. Let's hang a lantern in the outdoor seating area. Because somehow I suspect pirates would not stop drinking at sunset. If I were a pirate, I wouldn't stop drinking at sunset. Let me have my HUD back, too. Where's the animal fat? There it is. Just enough. Wow, gotta order another batch of that, too. It's cool that that's used in the lighting, and I love that you don't have to refuel anything. That is very important. But also, expansive? Holy shit. I'm gonna need you to be much higher. Let's see. That's like right down in the middle of things. Maybe over the tables. That is huge and obnoxious. Nope. Next. Lamp. Also as big as the table. See what I mean? I need another hanging lamp that's not crazy. I believe I can... If I hop up here... I do not want to glue it to this roof. Hold on. Let's get a classic pirate lantern and just set it on top. That's exactly what I would do. Does it light anything? No, it looks silly, but I don't care. Can I make maybe a... What if I did... What if I stuck the little beam out here? What if we put a city light right here? That would be better. Like they built this thing right underneath the lantern on purpose. What did I make them out of? This. And then... I think this one would face this direction because of the houses. Yeah, let's do it. And then this would be like that. And then the obnoxiously large hanging lamp wouldn't be out of place. Because it would be part of the city decoration. Now that helped above us that did not help our lighting. Okay, we're gonna put table lights. Probably these little clay. Wow, those are big. I want to do these little clay lanterns at the ends of the tables. Yeah, it's fine. And maybe one... Can I shove one on a fence post? If I put a post there, yes. Like that. And then we're going to hide that little sticky-uppy thing with a lantern. Yes, there. Ta-da! Mood lighting. When in doubt... I'm out of animal flat. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. And I do like having the city lantern there. I'm gonna change this to ramps since that's kind of the theme I was going for earlier. So there's a way up and down, but it's all cart transport friendly on the docks, which I think is important. So that means these stairs, I think our ramps are steeper than this. However, comma, we would accommodate both, I believe. So there would be this. Despite it ruining my whole... perfectly aligned aesthetic there on the side. I think I have the triangle technology to fix it. So we would put a little limestone wall here, and then a little regular triangle limestone wall here. There we go. Beautiful. So the same thing is true here. Which I didn't even do to begin with, so there's that. Go to your home. Nice. Okay, so cart friendly. Although, I guess, to be fair, that would be... The stairs would probably be on the side and the cart stuff would be in the middle, but I like the way that looks, so we're going to leave it. Yeah. And I think I will leave some of this here for decorating. I'm taking my crab and fish back. But y'all can stay. Wow, why is there crab in there? Give me that. I do have some Triton horns. Keep meat. I want feathers. You keep that. Keep rocks. Keep wood. Nice. Some of those ramps are interesting. There we go. Junk dealer, workshop, jewelry maker, corner restaurant with seating, covered seating. It's so good. And our brand new amazing look at that moon. And our brand new amazing warehouse. Let me sleep. It really has been dark the entire episode. It's okay. She looks tired. So, yeah, I built a house and a warehouse today, lady. Perfection. We're just gonna throw this out. At main base. Empty the pockets a tiny bit. Turn on my HUD again so I can see what I'm doing. You and you. And you. Okay, I have Heelys. Somehow I keep accidentally drinking my elixirs. Oh no, what am I out of? This. Out of my inventories. It's a beautiful day in Windrose. It's a perfect day for pirating. Let's go pick on some of these ships that are hanging out here. And then we'll take a whole bunch of stuff over to sell for some money.
Ships under your hand.
So I can... Goodbye, little pirate village. We'll be back. Someday, coming into this port will be magical. Oh yes, it's just what I want. Come to me.
All at once, I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, John. Come on. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises.
Hello, Mr. Boats. I missed. Zutalar. Reload, reload, reload. There it is. Oh, almost got the one. He's down. Come at me. Let's go. Oh, right into it. Idjit. Sorry. Dynafire. How did I miss this one? Oh, that didn't stop you? Oh no, it did. Never mind. Just want to take this one out. Hello, there we go.
Lead off speed. Get the sails.
Oh, forward a little bit. A little bit.
Reef the canvas.
Give me that. Sometimes the boarding thing has not been like I'm too close. There it goes. It has to really think about it. Hey now. play some pirates. Nice. Only one more. Yay.
Deck's clear. Helm's yours, Captain. We've won it.
Okay. Where's the other one?
Got the win.
Get hung up on this ship as it sinks. It's a feature. Oh, nice. Things we can sell. We like that. Just out doing wheelies in the bay. So I mentioned at the beginning of stream, I went down and tried to attempt the board or get rid of the 2 pirate patrols, and they were level 12s, and I got my butt handed to me. So, we're gonna wait for a ship upgrade to our frigate, or I'm gonna switch from the Blackbeard to maybe the, not the Brigand, the Buccaneer, because it has more armor. And we can use our same guns on it, I think. I believe. Ogre.
Ease the sails. Now. More sail, more speed.
Nope.
Reef the canvas. On fire. More sail. Lead off speed.
Ah, how did that miss?
Set more sail.
I'm just after the spoils today for most of them, unless they're level 10.
Hatch the hull. Wake the guns.
Close. Just wait on the reload. I love that you don't have to keep track of ammunition. I'm just saying.
On it fast. Lead off speed. Got the wind.
I have a bunch of other stuff to sell as well. We're just topping it off. because playing pirates is fun.
Here we go. Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable run down clear. Heave away and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer. And we'll sing in joyful chorus in the water. All right.
Galore. Nice. Just gonna wait till my crew reloads. And then we're gonna pick up your loot. We go. Sir. I think we ought to be able to pick those up with spacebar, by the way. Not have to open a separate screen, maybe.
Lead up. Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
So intense. Enemy ship's gone, Captain. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I watched it blow up in front of my eyes. Okay. Ooh, there's a 10. All by itself. How they made sailing so easy and yet so freaking fun. I think it's probably the water mechanics. It's very, very cool. Oh, you do have a friend with you. Oh well. We don't care. Nope, missed that entirely.
Lead off speed! More sail, more speed!
Nice.
Reef the canvas! And more sail! He's the sail!
Rah! I need a yar emoji. Emoji? Nope. What's it called when you can do it in a game? Wow. Emote. That's it. That's the word. I want to emote. Ouchie. Too many guys swinging swords over here. There we go.
Ships under hand, Captain.
We own the sea, lads. It's so cute.
Comes the wind.
We killed all the things. Victory! Okay. I think that's good. Let's bop back to our home port. Empty the loot from our boat. What needs to stay on there? Nothing. Do you have 10? You do. Put our coffee, salt, and wood away. Wow, why didn't that go? And then let's run around and sell all this and see how much we get. Da-dum-da-dum. I think the rest is reputation and crafting materials. So what have we got? We got smuggler, buccaneer, people. Yep. All three places. We fill up our packages and we go sell to all peoples. So we can afford to buy our resources.
Today's a
Not
good day.
bad. And then smuggler.
Don't ask unnecessary questions. Let's
Quiet
buyer.
profit.
Woo. I mean, I guess that's worth 150 for the trip. Sure. And then People of Tortuga, which is the one I have a hard time remembering where it is on the map. I think it's you. Yes. Pretty sure.
be careful out there. The sea's rough these days.
I think I actually make the
Someone
most money
needs
from
this.
them because of provisions and medicine. I say that. So that's worth 1350. Just that little. I mean, I had done some farming before, so it's maybe a third of it. And given that resources are anywhere from 200 to 400, that's a nice chunk of resources.
I can arrange the supply.
I think we're good. Oh, animal
Boots
fat.
aren't fast,
Yep.
but they're steady.
I want to do 10 cartons of that. And it's only 200 coin.
I'll see it delivered.
Animal fat, 10, please. Thank you.
I'll
And
arrange a
you
shipment.
are sailing back. So that is coming with the next load of wood. That is good. And we still have 2,700 coin. I have no guineas because I spent them all on blueprints. I bought so many blueprints, it's not even funny. Okay, that a little bit shorter today. That's all I have time for. Thank y'all very much for hanging out with me and watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, 'cause that does help me out, and I appreciate it. And until next time, remember, you are the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.